wholeness, wholeness, wholeness. Happy now. All is now. It's a gift of being in present. Fresh say sounding back in here, putting out my perception into the cloud of collective to expand the collective consciousness. You are now tuning into the mind of an alleged moon, and Horus will be transiting the fourth house. Give me a second here. Now, this is going to be my continuation on the ascendants, okay? Last video we did was Aries ascendant. This will be Taurus ascendant, okay? So first off, what is your ascendant? What is the ascendant, okay? How to find your ascendant on your natal chart would be the first space, okay? The first house, your ascendant's your first house, okay? And you would look at the sign that is rising or that is placed in that first house to see what ascendant you are, okay? So what is the ascendant dealing with? The ascendant is your rising, how you come off, your appearance, how you look, okay? I'm a Leo ascendant, okay? I look like a Leo, but I'm not a Leo, okay? So rising, unconscious, spirit you're carrying, okay? How people see you, okay? So, yeah, and the first house itself is dealing with personal issues, anything that has to do with the self, okay? Anything that has to do with you, the I am house, okay? So, yeah. So, my last video was Aries ascendant. This will be Taurus ascendant, okay? So, looking at this, you know, Taurus ascendant. First of all, what planet is ruling Taurus? Venus, okay? Let's look. If you can see, right here is Taurus, okay? Taurus is a fixed earth, okay? Fixed earth, and is ruled by Venus, okay? So, here looking out off here, you know, Taurus ascendant, you know, it's more, let's say, this is dealing with let's say when people, how you come off, you know, first interaction, you know, is like I said with that earth, you know, it's a lot more, let's say, reserved, you know, reserved, calm, you know, chill. That's a word like I use for most Taurus. For me, yeah, most Tauruses, you know, there's the Taurus energy signature, and then it was like chill, you know, and like Taurus ascendant, yeah, most definitely you could be someone, you know, who likes, you know, to have materialistic things, you know, like you could most definitely be someone who, you know, like, you know, your appearance, you know, because this is your appearance, the ascendant, you know, you would like, let's say anything that, yeah, like I said, anything materialistic thing, you know, you would like to decorate the vessel in a way. Yeah, you would like to decorate your vessel based on your preference, okay? Like I said, with Taurus being ruled by that Venus, you know, Taurus being the masculine side of Venus, okay, is more, you know, like I say, coming off as, yeah, fixated though. You know, looking at this first interaction is like, looking at it is like, I want to say like someone that is, like I say, is reserved and is dealing with the way, let's say people will see you as pleasurable in a way. You know, the way you carry yourself, people will see it as like you have good taste. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, the way you carry yourself, yeah, and the way most definitely, you know, anything that you do with the self, someone who gets compliments, yeah, someone who will get compliments as a Taurus ascendant, you know, someone who gets compliments based on their taste and their preferences, you know, and the things that they love and the things that they're personally interested in, you know, anything you're personally interested in, anything that has to do with you, you know, people can see you for that and can see that as pleasurable. You know, this is a more of a rising Taurus rising, okay? And, you know, most definitely, you know, this is more, it's like I say, Earth is more left brain, so it's more logical, it's more dealing with the external realm, you know, and yeah, people will most definitely see you as, yeah, because we do live in a realm that is more, let's say, beings are more geared towards, in this, you know, 3D realm is more geared towards, let's say, logic, you know, and earthy things and earth, you know, anything that has to do with, we are in the earth realm, okay, which is ruled by, you know, Saturn, and Saturn is that earthy planet, you know, so it's like how you go about carrying yourself in this mundane 3D reality we see is viewed as original, you know, simply because, you know, you have the pleasure, the let's say, the perception and the energies that has to do with, you know, anything that you deem to be pleasurable, you know, with this earth energy, you know, you will be seen as original in this earth realm. Or yeah, and people will just like your taste, you know, how you carry yourself. Okay, this is just the first I am, you know, and depending on the sun, moon, and ascendant, like it varies. Depending on the sun, moon, and ascendant, it varies on how, you know, you would really go about dealing with, you know, the self. But yeah, but when it comes to your personal issues and dealing with yourself, you know, anything that has to do with you, you address your personal issues in a slow, steady way, in a practical way, you know, in a way where, let's say, Libra is balance. I want to say, like, let's look at the other planet that shares, what's it called? Venus with you, which would be Libra. You know, Libra would be communicating on this, right? Anything that has to do with them to gain that balance, but with you, since to make, you know, to gain some sort of pleasure or comfortability and feel at home, okay? But, you know, with a Taurus rising, you know, it's more bent on, let's say, yeah, sitting back and, you know, actually digesting, you know, practicalizing. Like I say, Earth communicates, you know. No, yeah, Earth and air are both communicating. Earth is the yin in the left brain and air is the yang in the left brain. Air communicates just to communicate, but Earth communicates to make sense. So anything that has to do with you and your personal issues, you most definitely be communicating to try and make sense out of it, to deal with anything with you. You know, you address your issues in a slow and steady type way. Anything that, yeah. So yeah, so that's this ascendant. You know, ascendant is it's you. You know, it's just what the spirit you carry. You know, and you know, I'm not as detailed as let's say some astrologers I've watched, and they're able to tell, oh, a Leo ascendant will have this kind of nose. You know, a Leo ascendant will have these kind of eyes. A Leo ascendant, their jaws would be this perfectly aligned like this. I'm not that detailed, but I can most definitely give you the energy signatures based on the elements, fire, water, earth, and air, and the characteristics and the modality you are carrying. Okay, so, and how you will come off, the energy signature, your frequency vibration, you know, less of the energy. Okay, but even though the ascendant is most definitely, you know, is a spirit house, you know, it's the first house. You know, and when I say spirit house, yeah, it just means a firehouse, okay? More right brain, okay? and the water houses are soul houses. But we'll get to that. So yeah, Percy signing out. Catch you next now.